IVM.
Namaskar. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi, dear friend. So good to see you here on Begin the Journey. This month is special. This month, my wife and I turned 20 as parents thanks to our son Arth, who turned 20. I wrote a letter to him some months back. It was a letter which saw me react to him leave us to grow, to study, to create a future for him. I am sharing this letter with you. It's a letter in my voice, but it's a letter not just from the father, but from the mother too. Do have a listen of this letter and share with me how it impacts your life too, your loved ones too, people in your life who are growing. Dear Mowgli, Baba, whom you fondly called Tux, was not only my father, he was an extraordinary friend as well. He was a person with whom I could chat about everything. He was loving and warm and used to make me feel safe. He always had a smile on his lips, a twinkle in his eyes, and he was there for everyone. My memory of Baba, your Tux, is of a person who was exceptionally kind and trusting. He wasn't like anybody we saw around us. He was truly unique. We shared a rich, meaningful, and a very special relationship. He taught me to be kind, strong, knowledgeable, and helpful. To always be there for friends, to never be affected by wealth, disappointment, or fame, and to handle failures and success with equanimity. I also learned from him how to break into a guffaw, and equally importantly, how to be serious when the occasion requires it. As for you, Mowgli, you have completely altered my life. I was a self-absorbed person till the time you came into my life. After that, my eyes turned away from myself towards you. As you grew up, I saw in you a kind, warm, simple, and bright person. I'm extremely proud that you have grown into a loving human being. You have showed me that your generation has so much to offer to mankind. I want you to mark your own path, my dear baby. And remember that there isn't anything that you cannot deal with. However, there will be times when you are unable to find solutions for certain problems. Then, do not hesitate to reach out to those who can support you so that you can together deal with such challenges. My greatest joy is that you already have within you the values I cherish. You are kind, understanding, and always there for others. You treat everyone around you with respect and love. I have seen you treat men and women equally, referring to your friends as buddy. I even remember asking you if buddy is a girl or a boy. I want you to keep doing that as you go through this beautiful but chaotic life. Make time for others. Develop virtual relationships too. Not to get anything out of it, but just for the joy of cultivating friendships. You are blessed, my dear, with an amazing set of friends, relatives, and extended family. Stay in touch with them and be around. Allow them to contribute to your life as you contribute to theirs. When it comes to challenges and dangers, I know you don't take these very seriously. I've seen you sailing through every situation. However, as you march ahead in life and new challenges come your way, stay in tune with what is happening around you. Remember, many a times old or tried and tested ideas and solutions may no longer work. Instead, you will need to find new ways of getting over hurdles. All that matters is that you know what you are doing is right and feel happy doing it. I have complete faith in you and in your ability to gauge what works and what doesn't. You are a bright and intelligent person, dear Mowgli. You are sensitive of your rich and varied heritage. As you travel through this world, crisscrossing different cultures, learn to appreciate the uniqueness you bring to the world. It is an identity inherited from your family, your country, and your own experiences. As you travel and learn more about the West, remember the principle. Get the best of the West and the East and absorb them both. As I see you growing older and wiser, I often wonder, how will I appear in your memories? Well, I would like you to know that of all that I've done and all that I will do, being your father is what I cherish the most in my life. So even as you step away from us to study abroad, I hope you know that a part of my heart goes with you. I am very proud that you are an amazing and extraordinary young lad. And I know that wherever you will go, you will continue to contribute to the world. As for my advice to you, there is no message and there is no mantra. Keep living an inspired life. Keep doing things that bring a smile to your face and do the same to the people around you. Lots of love. Cheers. Hugs. Baba. Trust you enjoyed this letter. This is not just from me to my son. It's from each parent to their children. Remember, each one of us has to grow. It does pain when the child grows, but inside of pain, there is love, growth, and gratitude. Would love to hear your thoughts. Al Shukran Bandhu. Al Shukran Zindagi. Thank you for being with me on Begin the Journey.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So it's been a great week on the network, as it almost always is. Let me give you a couple of highlights that you should definitely check out. Chiki Sarkar was on This Round's on Me with Gauri Devi Dayal. Great conversation. I think you will really enjoy that. Shlok Ramachandran of our new show, Millennial Athlete, who guested on one of our older shows, Football Shirtball. He's a big football fan in addition to being a professional athlete. So I think it's a really interesting connection. And they had a great conversation about football just generally. Nankari, our new show about Indian food, hosted by Sadaf and Archit, talk about laddus this week and basically, how awesome they are. It's Diwali week, and I think that's an apt conversation for them to have. On the Wire Talks podcast, Siddharth Bhatia has a great conversation with Dylan Mohan Gray about his work on Bad Boy Billionaire, specifically around the Vijay Mallya episode. Definitely check out the conversation if you want to know more about that. And finally, let me recommend the Edges and Sledges Cricket podcast this week. They take a look back at the IPL 2020. They go over the final, Delhi versus Mumbai, and how that played out. And they also create their dream IPL 2020 fantasy team. Do check that out. I think you'll enjoy that as well. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Do you have a night routine? Well, everyone has one. And the to-do list usually looks like this. Brush your teeth, set that alarm, get into your pajamas, and switch off those screens. But here's one more to add to that list. Tune into the Positively Unlimited podcast for a dose of positive action and tips on how to build powerful mindsets. Episodes out every Monday on the IVM Podcast app, ivmpodcast.com, or wherever you tune into podcasts.